Lock in with DJ Youngin.
Lock in with your favorite lockhead, man.
Lock in
Don't
with
get
your
it
favorite
twisted,
lockhead,
man.
man.
Don't get it
Don't
twisted.
get it twisted.
It's ready to trend. It's ready to trend. It's ready to trend.
Alright, so what to do, y'all? Y'all know what's going on, man. Another episode of the Heavy Grind Podcast, man. Live on Heavy Grind Radio, live from the Laboratory Studios, man. Shout out all the sponsors, man. So, I got a special guest in the building.
Yo, what's good?
Mahogany Styles.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Mahogany Styles in the building.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you, for real.
Glad
For
to
sure,
chop
yeah,
it
you
up
got
with
a
y'all.
For sure, man. See, so man, for those who don't know, man, who is Mahogany Styles?
I hold many titles, that's no cap. I am a rapper, songwriter, CEO. I actually own like 6 brands right now, including operating the Mahogany Styles brand, travel agency, a consulting agency.
Okay.
And we just launched this line of rolling papers and smoke accessories.
I see this hippie sticks, man. She just launched the paper.
Hippie sticks. That's rolling papers for a hippie chick and all the status smokers.
Facts. Shout out DJ Brad just coming in the building, man. Sensei in the building, Money Life Apparel, you know what I'm talking about?
What's good?
Legion of Doom in the building, man.
Legion of Doom been in the building,
From the booth to the stage in the building, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, talk about that, man, from the booth to the stage, man. How was your experience there, man? What was that like? What was the vibes? How you feel the stage? And let them know.
That's a great place for us to start. Yo, I hadn't performed since COVID for like
Really?
a little over a year and a half. I don't know. I was just one of those artists that was sensitive.
Okay.
I wanted to play it close to home. I used the internet to kind of keep pushing what I had going on. Pretty heavy or whatever. So Booth to the Stage was a dope opportunity to just get back out there. I performed Dirty Low, which a lot of the folks have been familiar with. I've been running that campaign pretty heavy during my time kind of in inclusion and isolation. Been still rotating that song pretty heavy on the digital side, and then I got to go up and let the folks hear my new single I'm working on called Play No Games. I wasn't sure how the audience was going to receive Play No Games. Like, no cap, no lie, I wasn't really sure how the audience was going to receive the record, but...
Was it that you wasn't totally confident in the record? You didn't really like the record? What was it?
You know, my sound is very unique. I'm not for everybody, I'm for my fan base. So every time I perform, whether the entire room is my fan base or not, I know I'm leaving the room with one fan. That's the point, that's the play. Leave that room with at least one more fan than what I came in here with. So I try to stay really true to my sound, my style, my crafts, and that doesn't always translate market to market. Sometimes it does and they fuck with it, sometimes they don't and they don't fuck with it. It's cool because I'm gonna leave with that one fan. But yeah, they fucked with the record heavy, so I can't even really say anything. Everybody, I got a dope response, feedback after Booth to the Stage performance was really stupid. So actually, since then, I got a lot of pressure to actually release the record now. So I'm about to release the record Friday, September 17th. All digital platforms.
17th. Okay.
Facts. Shout out to everybody checking in. It's good. I see.
Alright, they said, I just seen I was blocked. They said blocked from one. Man, y'all tripping.
Instagram be hating.
Yeah, they be tripping, but
Get y'all shit together, Instagram.
Alright, let me see. That's what I was trying to do real quick. I don't know what happened. But so if you had to describe your sound, how would you describe your sound as an artist?
So I've always said that I make everybody music. I make music that my daughter over there can relate to. I make music that you can fuck with and relate to. Your auntie gonna fuck with it. I have a record and I like to switch in and out of styles. I like to explore music that may be untapped or undeveloped and kind of tap into that. So it's unique. It's true to me. It's true to me.
Okay, yeah, you definitely got to be comfortable in your own skin. Facts.
I'm in my pocket. I'm not doing what I would say the masses of the female rap artists right now are doing. My style is not that. My sound is not that. And that's cool. Like, I'm gonna continue to stay true to my craft. That seems to work for me. People still fuck with it, so I'm gonna continue to do that. That works.
So, talk about your creative process. What's your creative process like? What's some of your must-haves in the studio? What's some of your pet peeves in the studio? How you get your vibes going?
I like that question. So I'm really about setting a vibe and a tone. Everybody got their own way that they set the vibe and set the tone. Gotta stay with some loud, some hippie sticks, of course, to set the energies right, you
Shout
know?
out to the hippie sticks.
Yeah, make sure y'all
I
follow
just came through with the hippie sticks.
hippie underscore sticks. They get on my vibe and get on my level. But yeah, I gotta keep the loud in the area.
Okay.
And then as far as like truly my creative process, a lot of people don't know I'm really a writer. Like, I'm a hardcore songwriter. I'm not just a rapper performer. I write a lot of R&B music. I write a lot of pop music. I write a lot of rock music.
Okay.
So as far as like my creative writing process, I like to vibe with a record, but I'm gonna give the record whatever the record gives me in the moment. So I write a lot of off energy, off mood. Sometimes I sit with a record for a couple of days. Sometimes a record will pretty much write itself in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It just depends on the mood, you know what I mean? It just depends on what the record gives me and what I can give back to the record. Sometimes I'll leave a record alone, write 5 more bangers and come back and finish up that one, and then it'll finish itself out. I just did that the other night and the track came out fucking fire. I left the record alone for like 3 weeks. Wrote a couple of songs in between that, came back
to it with a different energy, different headspace.
Yeah, and it's about to be retarded. Sometimes you gotta leave the track alone and just let it marinate and come back to it.
So how do you pick your beats? Or do the beats choose you?
Ooh, the beats pick me every time, baby. The beats pick me. I love musicality in the production. Like a Brad record. I love a DJ Brad record. It's always very heavy musicality in the record. So, record that gives me, that I can help tap into my musicality for real. The instruments knock, that bass knock, them the records that call me.
That was up. So, how did you come up with the name Mahogany Musthaves?
Okay, so some people know this story, and maybe a lot of people don't. So, before I started writing rap music, I used to write poetry. I'm talking like 12, 13, 14 years old. And I was writing adult-ass poetry as a teenager. Like, some real adult, hardcore topics. Then I think that's how I kind of transitioned into rap. But I used to pen my poems, Mahogany, from the Diana Ross movie. Like real classic diva shit that I tapped into when I was a young girl. Like, oh, she's a fucking boss. And so I would pen my poems like that, and it transitioned into the name that I used. I used to just go by Mahogany when I first started rapping, and I think I relocated here to Atlanta, and the last name kind of attached. Styles was just a good additional element of who Mahogany was, and so Mahogany Styles. The full artist's first and last name was Bird.
First name, last name.
Right, whole rap government.
So how long have you really just focused on the craft and started taking it serious?
Yo, I've been going in for 15 fucking years. Put some respect on my name. I've been going at this shit for 15 years. No
15 years.
Yeah, I started rapping just to keep up with the niggas that I was running around with. We used to smoke and just chill. And I used to hear them rap and be like, dang, I'm actually better than half these niggas. So my friends used to be like, yo, spit that shit that you spit to us. Spit that shit that you spit to us. So I started doing that. And then more people started kind of like hearing like, oh, that's a shorty can rap. And she's actually not scared to rap. Back then, females were kind of not as bold and not as ballsy and willing to want to comfortably in front of a room full of men be able to rap, kind of in my space in the indie scene back then. So I just started rapping and people started feeling it, and then I really took college, and I used college. Really the play with college was like, yeah, to get the piece of paper and get the degree, but really it was just to continue to attach myself professionally to music. And that's when I really started taking it serious.
That's dope. What you got a degree in?
I'm actually a communications major. A big heavy part of my music career actually evolved and developed when I interned at 106 in Park. Like a lot of people don't know, I interned at 106 in Park Radio.
Okay.
Helped develop the 106 in Park TV show. We're talking in Terrence J and Roxy days, so it's like second generation 106 in Park. That's when I started tapping in, kind of getting connected with more behind the scenes heads, more celebrities, and really started just like making my moves and making my plays kind of within the industry itself to figure out how to operate the business. So I knew how to be an artist pretty seamlessly. I needed to learn how to operate the business and how to maneuver around this bitch.
That's dope. Mahogany Styles in the building.
On a check-in, let's go.
So along the path, you know, on your journey in the career, talk about some obstacles. Talk about some ups and downs you went through.
I'm gonna talk about it. So, this is a story that's so underground. A lot of people don't know this story. Brad, you don't know this story. 2006, I had a major lawsuit with the artist Mims in the height of This Is Why I'm Hot.
Okay.
2006. With the
This Is Why I'm Hot.
yeah, that artist. Yeah. Pass that back over. With the opportunity to be able to intern at 106 in Park, like I said, I got more connected to the industry. And in 2006, I think I was 19. I took a chance and threw an event and booked him as the opening artist, in which I was gonna then perform myself.
That's smart.
So, and it was my play, like, and I took a
Right,
big gamble on my fucking self. Really, actually, I'm gonna really break down the story. I actually used my student loan money, like my entire student loan money, to make the play and make it happen. It was supposed to be the make or break play that was gonna change the fucking game.
Right.
Fuck the game up. And I did my part. From a business perspective, I did my part. I did my thing. The event was super successful, line wrapped around the block. And like a week before the show, management hit me up and was like, yo, can you do another show across town? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Get your bread, my nigga. I really don't care. Go get your bread, but just show up and give me your 20 minutes here, my nigga, that I paid for.
Right.
And in New York, the club scene is like, it's an automatic bar guarantee in the New York City club scene. So grand locked into the bar. Whether that nigga came or he didn't come, I'm already in debt, 20 bands. So my assistant that night ended up getting arrested because he double parked the car in front of the club. So while I was attending to my assistant getting arrested and getting the car towed, it slipped through the cracks that Mims didn't show up. So I'm dialing management, I'm calling, I'm doing damage control on my assistant getting fucking fucked up. I'm fucking trying to find the artist and see what's fucking good. And ultimately the nigga just didn't show up. Did I lose? I lost $30,000 that night. So that was my very first event and everybody was like, yo, you fucking mad? You about to do this shit again?
Man.
You not done again? I'm like, nah.
We bouncing back, so we gonna come back stronger than ever.
Come back stronger than ever. So shit made headlines. Like it was on the cover of the New York Post. It's pretty heavy. If you Google, Google and the internet wasn't what the fuck it is right now. You know, we didn't have social media and shit like that. So it's a story that's pretty
like
buried,
MySpace
pretty tight.
and shit,
MySpace days was really what it was.
Moco space or some shit, right?
But I linked up with a lawyer. You know how Jewish people do. So he's like, oh, that nigga doesn't owe you 30 bands. This is a sexual discrimination case. He didn't show up because you're a woman. And he didn't respect your craft as a woman, and so we ran with the lawsuit, and I actually had a $7.5 million lawsuit against Mims in 2006.
Man.
Most expensive motherfucking learning lesson ever in my career.
Right.
But it's why the fuck I'm talking to you right now. So
And it's early on, you say,
fuck it.
damn.
Gotta keep going. Okay, took a L and learn from this shit and grow and develop. I bet you I never lost 30 bands again. Never.
Right.
Now I teach artists how not to make the same fucking mistakes I did. I teach businesses how not to make some of the very expensive mistakes I made early on in my career.
So what you do, like a workshop, or you have like a consultation? Or?
So I consult right now on a project by project basis. If you got an idea, you're a creative, you want to figure out how to make something profitable, how to make it an actuality, I help give you the roadmap and the framework on how to make that happen. So that's how I feed my family as well as the music.
Okay. That's what's up. So what are some of your some of the other things you do outside of music? Some of your hobbies.
So I own a travel agency. I love to travel. I'm an avid traveler for sure. I encourage all black, brown people, get out and see the fucking world. It is a huge, gigantic playground for us to wreak havoc on, yo. It's so much to learn. It's so much culture to tap into.
Yeah.
I've been to like 7 countries. I started traveling internationally by the time I was 3 years old, and I'm gonna teach my kids that the same way. And I just encourage all my friends, like, there's some niggas that haven't even left out the borough, you know what I mean? Haven't left off the block at all.
Yeah,
ain't let they stay, ain't let get out their city or whatever. It's a whole, it's an entire world to tap into.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, it's plenty of trouble and shit to see and things to do.
Yeah.
Beautiful shit, you know what I'm saying?
Waterfalls.
That give you all type of inspiration. I done, you know, got inspiration and wrote songs off of experiences from fucking running around in the Bahamas. Wreaking havoc as a little young goon running around the Bahamas. A lot of niggas don't have that experience. So I encourage everybody, get out there, yo. See the world. Facts.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Mahogany Styles in the building. So how do you deal with like writer's block? Or do you deal with writer's block?
You know, writer's block. Nah, I just told y'all, I'll walk the fuck away from a record. I'm not even gonna deal with the frustration of writer's block. Yeah. When you have writer's block, that means you gotta go out and do some shit and see some shit and connect with some people and catch some inspiration or whatever. So I'm not gonna sit there and fight through the fucking writer's block. I'm about to go live some life. So I got some content and some fucking shit to talk about in my next record. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I don't often get caught up in writer's block because I'll leave the shit alone. Like, the music is gonna be there, the catalog will continue to build. And as a creative, I'd rather just like stay true to what is my creative process and be raw as fuck and vulnerable as fuck when I'm writing.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna force write, never.
So I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but like talk about the quarantine. How did it affect you in a good way? Did it affect you in a bad way? And what you think about it now?
Yo, I talked a lot about this because I did a lot of observing during the quarantine. Shout out to my circle. A lot of people around me during quarantine came up. They accomplished shit that I heard them talking about for fucking years and never busted the actual move to do. I had the homie fucking drop a book during quarantine. Shout out to Still So Authorish. I started 2 podcasts during the quarantine. That's something that I was talking about doing for a little while. Like I said, communications is where I kind of started from, so radio's always been at my heart. Had done radio for a little while with AUMA radio a couple of years back. So during quarantine, I'm like, let me get back to the fucking broadcast side of things. That happened for me. And just a couple of people in my circle really expanded and actually fucking did some shit and actualized some shit that they had been talking about doing. So I think quarantine either fucking made you or broke you, and you had to figure out how to either redefine your shit, keep going, how to be innovative and keep pushing as the world and like times around us kind of changed. And that shit's still kind of going on or whatever, but like now I'm getting more comfortable being out in the streets and connecting, you know. Some crazy shit going on in the world, so you gotta duck and dive as a music artist in and out the fucking crazy shit going on in the world. You gotta figure out how to fucking connect that to your brand and let people know that you care about these things as well. So I think the quarantine just made people be more flexible. It woke a lot of people up, brought a whole other level of consciousness I think a lot of people weren't necessarily tapping into, and that shaped them, that helped define them a little bit further. I know for me, it definitely did.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So this is one question I like to ask everybody. So what's your opinion on the current state of the hip hop culture? Or should I say just our culture? What's your opinion on the current state of our culture?
So I love to see this crazy rush of black people winning. We are fucking winning right now.
Yeah.
We're winning in business, we're winning in entertainment, we're winning in politics, we're winning. But I also recognize like it's a lot of shit for us to work on culturally. It's a lot more room for improvement.
True.
It's a lot more room for niggas to actually walk in excellence, and if you're gonna fucking exist on this planet, like, might as well leave some shit to your kids or to your people that's fucking walking around this shit. And if you're not doing that, nigga, then what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean?
What you said.
So, like, I'm trying, if, like, niggas don't even think like that, I'm trying to cut them people off. I don't want to breathe the same oxygen as them people anymore. I don't even want to be around niggas that's thought and mindset isn't that. So, like, as far as music and entertainment, I just feel like it's a little bit more our responsibility to use our platforms to talk about some real shit. You know what I mean? It's some real shit going on in the fucking world. Afghanistan right now. Shit is going up. It's fucking American troops in there, nigga, don't know if they're gonna get out of Afghanistan or not. There's things to discuss in the world. An Afghanistani woman just got shot dead 6 a.m. as an example because she didn't have her hijab on her head. And they just laid this lady out at like 6 a.m. We're not talking about this as a culture, you know, like as a hip-hop culture. We're not talking about these things enough. And we need to some shit internally on our own motherfucking playground right here that we need to get together. You know what I mean?
You just said something then, like the message in music and hip hop, like it's no positivity. It's nothing uplifting. Like we had people who, like back in the days, we had people who really gave us game and really gave us guidance, and you know what I'm saying, like. Told us like, hey man, you know you can't do this forever, you know what I'm saying? The game is like this, the game to be sold, not to be told, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had the Tupacs and the Pimp C's who was, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you tripping, take that monkey shit off, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that, so like.
But a nigga be so comfortable to shuck and jive right now. A nigga be so very comfortable because they trying to win, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking it away from anybody that's fucking doing what they gotta do to win. If you're gonna play the game, then play the fucking game. I feel that, but this is why I say I stay true to my craft, because my message, my story is for me and the people that it's fucking meant for. And if it ain't meant for you, nigga, then it wasn't fucking meant for you. It's heavy out here. I don't know. It's pretty heavy out here.
Facts.
I'm trying to use my platform to do, I don't know, more of that, tell more truth. You know what I'm saying? All this shit ain't fucking glamorous. It's hard out here for indie artists. It's hard out here for a female rapper, but every single female rapper is talking about popping that pussy, selling that pussy, tricking on these motherfucking niggas, getting this motherfucking money,
hot girl summer,
and hot girl summer, and that shit is cute. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of our culture. It's cool.
That shit is not cute.
I mean, you can pop your pussy to it because the beat knock, and you know, and it'd be hot girl summer for 2 weeks out the fucking summer or whatever. But it's still real life happening beyond that. It's a lot more stories. It's a lot more female rapper stories to be told. I feel for sure, and I'm just trying to tell mine.
Okay. So like you said, like as a woman in the industry, have you had like that pressure or those pressures of saying, you know, hey, you gotta sound like this and you gotta say this in your songs? Have you had to deal with that, or have you just, you know, have complete creative control?
I have maintained complete creative control because I'm a businesswoman. I'm the boss of this shit. I operate Mahogany Styles Inc. So there are opinions. People give their opinions on, oh, Mahogany, you should do this. And, you know, niggas be in your ear, it should sound like this. Or Cardi did, or Nicki did, or Meg did. So this is the precedence, or this is the example, or the standard. But fuck that. I'm my motherfucking standard. How about that? I'm the standard. So what I gotta say, or how I wanna dress, or if I wanna pop my pussy today, but tomorrow I wanna talk about Afghanistan, then that's the fucking standard. And there's women out there that feel me. There's people out there, there's brown people out there that feel me and can, you know, respect the story and understand it and relate to it and learn from it, add to it, grow, cultivate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Big facts.
So talk about breaking the record. How do you break a record? What is breaking the record? How do you get your records to DJs and build those relationships? And, you know.
So I'm very strategic. I actually like to apply a very strategic and like corporate business model approach to when I think about how I'm gonna break a single, or what market I'm gonna tap into with the single, and in that, what DJs am I gonna go chop it up with and get the record to, or what club am I gonna pull up to. But I think that everyone has their own strategy, and I think it's up to each individual artist to figure out what strategy best works for them.
Right.
My strategy is to get out there, whether again in person, as best as you can. You got to get out in these streets. This is not a game or an industry that the shit is finna come. I keep telling niggas like,
Footwork.
niggas is waiting for the record deal fairy. Hold on, let me talk my shit real quick. Niggas is waiting for the record deal fairy to fall the fuck out the sky and hand them the fucking deal of the century while they chill on a fucking couch and tweet on Twitter, nigga. Like, it does not work like that. You gotta be out in the streets connecting the dots. You see, niggas called me this morning, what's good? What you got going on, Mahogany? You finna pull up today? Yeah, I'm finna pull up today because I got shit going on. I have things to promote. I have things to talk about. So you gotta seize the opportunity. You gotta get out there and really fucking shake hands and kiss babies. Like, that's actually no cap. Like, on some politician shit, you gotta get out here and connect the dots. Get niggas excited about your record. If you excited about your record and you know you finna go heavy on a campaign, get out there before you even drop the campaign and let niggas know, yo, I'm finna come. You know what I mean? Just like I did it, move to the stage. Like,
right.
Play No Games ain't dropped yet, but I'm out there just letting niggas know, like, yo, this is what I got going on next or whatever. Let me drop a seed here, you know, talk to this one about what I got coming. And you just gotta kind of be strategic in that way.
That's just like, man, in case y'all don't know, man, From the Booth to the Stage Part 2,
Hey.
August 29th, next Sunday, going down ET&T Studios, Legion of Doom shit, world famous DJ Red in the building. You got to know that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely back in the building. I think I'm gonna give y'all the whole Play No Games this time. Got the release date, so y'all will be able to tap into that. And I might even drop some more new music on y'all again, just because I've been in exploratory state. So I'm just in a space where I want to just share with y'all.
So what can we be looking from? A single and a whole nother EP or project?
I'm working on 3 projects right now, no cap. I'm working on 3 projects. I have a mixtape that I'm gonna drop fall. I don't have a date yet, but I know a mixtape is coming. This is just an opportunity for me to connect with the fan base and just feed them some music.
Hosted by me.
Hosted by Brad, because I already told Brad, he already know what time it is. So when I said I was coming your way, I promise I'm coming your way. Then I have an EP that I'm working on called Cutting Class. I expect to have that finished up by this winter. And I'm working on an Cutting Class. And I'm working on an R&B project too right now. I got like 20 R&B songs.
So you sing too?
I can sing. I've sung vocals on some of my records that folks are familiar with, but I would not say that I'm a singer. So really, I'm just looking to kind of shop this R&B project for placement.
Okay.
Just trying to really step up the writing game, collect some writing checks this year.
Right.
That's just like a big heavy on the bucket list. I need them royalties kind of the bulk of this year. So that's what I'm on.
Fact. Mahogany Styles in the building.
Y'all look out for it. Play No Games. Play No Games is dropping, like I said, Friday, September 17th, all digital platforms. So run it up, stream my shit on Spotify, fucking Apple Music, wherever music is available, go run it up. Play No Games. If you're about music, you're about bars, and y'all want to see females break barriers out this bitch in this crazy ass music industry, Play No Games is a record for you for sure. That'll be right up your alley.
Play No Games. And you're going to be performing it.
And I'm going to be performing it.
From the Booth to the Stage Part 2.
Next Sunday. Pull up.
Y'all make sure y'all be there, man. Get your tickets now on Eventbrite.
Gonna be heavy. Tap in, pull
heavy
up.
on the grind. Heavy Grind Radio will be broadcasting live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Dreaded Crew will be in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm gonna have a vendor table out that bitch this time too. So Hippie Sticks.
Merch, huh?
Oh, facts. Hippie Sticks will be in the building for sure.
So you got Hippie Sticks. What else you got?
We have grinders, we've got rolling trays, we've got our subscription boxes, our gift sets. So if y'all lazy, if you like a lazy stoner like my ass, you just want to sit in the lab and you don't want to do them store runs and shit, let the shit come to you. I'll send my rolling papers to you, your tray, you get some goodies every single month. Got a small, medium, and extra large size kit. So if you're a lazy stoner like I am, just let the shit come to you. Hippie Sticks will deliver it right to your door.
And where could they get it from? How can they get it?
Fuck with the website, hippiesticks.com. That's www.hippiestixx.com. Come fuck with us on social media, Hippie Sticks, Hippie_Sticks on Instagram, and Hippie Sticks Official on Twitter, Facebook, Hippie Sticks Co.
That's what's up.
Shop with us, black-owned businesses in this thing.
That's what's up. She working. She writing songs. She got merch. She
Heavy crime radio.
Heavy on grind. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hello.
what we doing over here, man. We grind
Go
together.
up.
We shine together. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, hey, man. That's what we doing, man. So, before you get up out of here, man, leave the people with some words of wisdom, with some inspiration.
Facts. Okay, I can do that. Yo, we really gotta concentrate on the youth, y'all. It's a mass of youth that need us. They need insight. They don't got value for life, for one another. They don't have passions all. And it's up to us to make sure that we are tapping into the youth and talking to them, giving them guidance every opportunity that we can, showing them some shit, give them some game. Like OGs used to give us game. You know what I'm saying? OGs used to give us game. It wasn't too everyone wasn't too busy getting rich and out for their own self to give the youth game, and that's what we're missing. So just get out here and tap in with these youth, y'all. Straight up, tap in with the youth, and show love to each other. Keep hustling, keep grinding. Heavy grind, radio, you know, keep that same energy, and I don't know, the universe will throw you back good frequencies. Facts.
Hey, so look, speaking of the youth, right?
What's that?
What advice would you give any up and coming, aspiring artists, producers, models, anybody who want to get into this game?
Yo, this is not an industry for the weak or the faint at heart. You gotta be willing and ready to take a $30,000 loss in a night and bounce the fuck up and keep going. You gotta stay consistent, and you just, them times when you feel like you want to give up or the pressure get extra heavy, that's when diamonds are formed, when pressure formulates, and you gotta be able to take that as an artist and grow. I'm just out here trying to collect the check for my passion, and you got to know what you want out of your career. Like, you got to know what your career play is, and just do your best to align yourself with whatever is aligned with that.
Gotta have that plan in motion.
Put that plan in play, heavy,
and execute.
and keep a couple things flowing too. You can't just do rap music these days. Like, that ain't gonna be the way to millionaire status. It's only the rap music, so you got to keep a couple of diversified channels. Hashtag diversified channels. That's my hashtag, y'all.
Diversified channel.
Facts.
Okay. That's what's up. Well, there you have it. Mahogany Styles in the building on Heavy Grind Radio, the Heavy Grind Podcast, live from the Laboratory Studios, man, Smyrna, Georgia. We in here, man. So, give you shout outs, man. Tell them I can follow you out, how to tap in if they want to book you for a show, if they want to feature, they want a verse or something.
So my bookings is wide open. We outside, y'all. We heavy outside. It's back to it season, okay? So I am wide open right now for features, for hosts. I'm heavy on the performances. I actually just hosted Melissa Morgan, the legendary Melissa Morgan, last month. That was dope. And I love to host, so y'all need a dope energy to host your next event. I'm definitely your girl. Brand ambassadorships, freaking promo model, you need me, I'm in here. I'm a diversified channel in itself as a brand. So get at me. Booking Mahogany Styles with a Z at gmail.com is my booking email. Connect with me on social. It's at Mahogany Styles with a Z across everything on social. And like I said, run up these motherfucking numbers. Stream my music. Straight Styling the EP, that's still going up. We still doing numbers on Straight Styling the EP. Okay. Dirty Low is buzzing right now, so go run up Dirty Low, and then look out for Play No Games dropping on Friday, September 17th, and then I'll be in the building, Boot to the Stage Part 2, performing that bitch again.
Okay, and there you have it.
Holla.
There it is.
Follow me, I follow back.
Don't forget where you heard it first, right here on Heavy Grind Radio, man. And like that, we gone. Salute. I appreciate everybody, man. Stay tuned to the next episode. You're that way.